The future of Justin Fields as the New York Jets starting quarterback is hanging by a thread as the team scrambles to secure their very first victory against the Carolina Panthers this Sunday. Picture this. Justin Fields is under immense pressure right now, fresh off what many experts are calling one of the worst passing displays in the franchise's long history. The big question looming over the weekend's matchup is whether he'll still be calling the shots when the final whistle blows. For newcomers to the NFL scene, this means the Jets' offense, which relies heavily on the quarterback to direct plays and make key decisions, has been struggling badly. Think of it as the engine of a car sputtering and failing to accelerate. Head coach Aaron Glenn has been a staunch supporter of Fields throughout the week, standing firm in his defense and showing no signs of considering a benching. Check out the details here. https://2025/17/sports, where Aaron Glenn lost the plot with his latest Justin Fields. But let's be real. The Jets are stuck at 0-6, and Fields just endured a nightmare game against the Broncos where he was sacked 9 times, and the passing offense racked up a staggering -10 yards. To clarify for those new to football stats, -10 passing yards means the team lost ground overall through the air. Basically, they threw backward more than forward, which is a huge red flag for any quarterback. You have to wonder, if Fields falters again in this clash with Carolina, would Glenn finally pivot to back up Tyrod Taylor? But here's where it gets controversial. The coach isn't even hinting at that possibility. In fact, he's doubling down on Fields' potential. When you examine Justin's contributions, especially in the games he played before last week's disaster against Denver, I honestly didn't see him as subpar, Glenn shared. I genuinely believed he delivered some solid performances in those first 4 outings. Sure, he had a setback in that 5th game, and I'm totally on board with everyone saying we can't let that slide. We've got to improve, and he gets that more than anyone. But I don't believe in sidelining a player just because of one truly off day, especially when he handled the earlier ones quite effectively. Dive into the current NFL standings. https://sportstats.nypost.com/football/NFL standings, and the Jets' latest stats. https://sportstats.nypost.com/football/NFL. For a deeper look. This week, the chatter has centered on Fields' decision-making speed under pressure, how long he holds onto the ball before releasing a pass, which can leave him vulnerable to hits. There's also been buzz about whether he needs to ramp up his boldness, like throwing more daring deep balls down the field, an idea Fields himself endorsed. I think I've been playing it a bit too safe lately, Fields admitted. I should probably push the envelope more. I've always prioritized protecting the ball and avoiding risky throws that could get intercepted. But there's a sweet spot where you balance that with squeezing passes into tight openings or just unleashing a powerful throw. And this is the part most people miss. The Panthers aren't exactly slacking either. They took down the Cowboys last weekend, bumping their record to 3-3 and snagging their 2nd win in a row. It's their first back-to-back victories since 2021, though they've struggled away from home, going 0-3 on the road this season. For football fans just tuning in, this means Carolina is hot right now at home, but can't seem to translate that success on the go, kind of like a team that's great in practice but falters in the real deal. Glenn and the Jets are desperate for that elusive first win to silence the growing clamor around the team. The coach has been unwavering, stressing his commitment repeatedly. I get how bleak things appear from the outside, and I've said it to the media and our fans. Don't loosen your grip on the rope, Glenn urged. We're laying down a strong groundwork here, aiming to create a stable base that lets us compete and win consistently. Now, here's a bold take that might ruffle some feathers. Is Glenn's unwavering loyalty to Fields a sign of smart coaching, trusting in long-term development over short-term woes? Or is it a risky gamble that's prolonging the Jets' misery? Some fans argue he should yank Fields sooner to shake things up, while others believe patience could pay off with Fields leading a turnaround. What do you think? Should the Jets stick with Justin Fields as starter, or is it time for a change? Do you agree with Glenn's defense, or is there a counterpoint you're dying to debate? Drop your opinions in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take.